Welcome back, everybody, to KopiScope, your business podcast for Malaysia. Today, I have with me a very interesting individual, Dr. Neil Fu. He's the CEO of Bukit Jalil Global Acquisition. But frankly speaking, this is just one role he's having. He's so much more than that. He's a TED speaker. He wrote 6 books. He was recognized by the ASEAN Records for the first individual developing now I need to look at a bankable framework for smart eco-industrial parks. Very exciting. So he has a full basket of things that we can discuss today that are relevant, certainly to the market and very interesting, of course, for folks like us, like Siemens and alike. But first of all, welcome, Dr. Neil.
Hi, Tindaro. Good morning.
Good
Thanks for your invitation to your podcast.
Yes, and thanks for making time. I looked up what you're busy with on a day-to-day basis, and it's so broad. I'm sure you're not getting bored at all. But the thing that really caught my attention was your activity around you call it bankable smart industrial parks. Now, what is this all about? Why bankable and what is smart?
Yes, as you said, I have quite a broad function. Sometimes I also losing my way somewhere. But of course, come back to the core that always I believe that, especially in the business world or in the capital market, that we got to be bankable, right? Means you have the value to be added to whatever invention or even the business idea that it can be sold or can be pitched, right? First, when we do business, we need funds, right? Great ideas, great invention, like the smart industrial park that we have been kind of playing with. So we branch out that something that like industrial park. I think everybody know what is industrial park. But the thing is, the perception is always about the land, about the factories. That's it, right? So we sell the land, the easiest way. Then you can just construct your own buildings. Or maybe you have very standard factories that look, this is the link type, this is semi-D, this is the detached. That's it, okay?
Yeah.
But what would be the long-term, sustainability of such a model? That's why I always believe about the bankable word that looks unique, a bit bombastic, and a bit of money. But in fact, even with a startup, with a micro company, you need money. Either you from yourself, family, or even the friends. Or number 4 is a fool that who believe you. So I think I may start with these bankable things that Tindaro you are interested in.
Yeah. But what makes the industrial park that you are involved in? What makes them bankable? What is your pitch there for investors?
Okay, in Malaysia there are more than 600 industrial park in Malaysia, in which not many people know about it. Of course, you can see any industrial park. Oh, okay, this is a factory site. There's a group of factories there, right? But in Malaysia, many people, when they start to sell the factory land or the lot, that after a while, maybe they're just merely an investor for the land. They may want to look for 3 to 5 years to flip it over. Maybe it will be 1 time, 2 times more. Or in the past history of Malaysia property development, that in 10 years it could be 10 times or 3 times. Depends, right? So, but you can see, a lot of lands like full of grass, look like a bit abandoned. And also you see industrial park that double parking, triple parking. Of course, you're talking about commercial area that is very common in Malaysia and become a habit. I remember many years ago, I worked in the expatriate environment, just like in Siemens, right?
Yeah.
So I heard from my superior, even my foreign colleague, like even from Europe, Australia, and even Japan, that Malaysia is a wonderful place. But only thing is the double, triple parking that is a headache, right? So Same thing in the industrial park. You see truck here, the cars are all over the place. People are fighting for car parks. So I'm thinking that why not we organize the industrial park? Okay. So it could be like just the premium residential area that you have a guarded and gated or guarded. Gated means you gate it up and then you have the guard house to take care of the security of the residential area. I say, why not industrial park? Okay. So, but we should do more than gated and guarded. What about managed? That's what we call managed industrial park.
Yep.
Just like you go to any 5-star hotel in Malaysia or in the world that you have a concierge. People provide service to you, travel information and all this, and we pay. Be it 1,500 per room per night, or even 3,000, you name it. In Kuala Lumpur, it could be up to that kind of scale.
Yeah.
But this kind of hotels still survive. If you look at the budget hotel, used to be 80 ringgit per night. It's gone today. So price is not the matter. It's a kind of services that you provide to the industrialist, like especially like MNC, like could be like Siemens and all these MNC. They come to Malaysia that they just want to have slightly lesser problems. They can just bring their bags that, okay, I put up my factory, I put up my production line, I have less problem that I can start to run my production line and start to make my revenue. So isn't it good that we're going to have a managed industrial park to take care of most of the authorities' problem, right?
Okay.
So in conjunction with that, with Plan Malaysia, one of the agency under the Ministry of Housing Development, Plan Malaysia, there is a framework with managed industrial park. So it's about 69 criteria. So I start to look at it. Yeah, this is what I'm thinking. And it's even more specific. So from that, I add on even the smart and ESG and all this. From beginning, people say that you're crazy. You're throwing money. Oh, this is a cost. But luckily, with this kind of wild thought brainchild with the founder of NCT Alliance Berhad, the main board, he's just like crazy like me. I say, yeah, let's do it. Right. And I say, it will not be a cost to you. I say, this is an investment in which that we're going to make money back.
Right.
ROI. That's why equivalent to bankable.
Yes.
Even banks start to look into it. Oh, okay. You invest this one, you got an ROI, you have your, resilient based on the revenue that you're going to generate. Yes, you are bankable. I'm ready to support you or even the investors who want to buy your factories, even to acquire a very strategic land that I'm ready to support as a banking ecosystem.
Right.
So that is the first point.
So what you're saying is the services you provide in your managed park,
right,
around ESG and around smart. You also mentioned in the beginning, all that makes it bankable from a investor's point of view.
Yes.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Maybe we start from the AI or the smart. Okay,
Yes.
Smart is everything, right? So it could be Industrial 4.0. You have 9 key technology pillars. AI is one of it. Okay, so maybe after ChatGPT 2022, as you said, when you introduced me as a CEO of Bukit Jalil Global Acquisition Limited, in which that it was a spec company that listed on NASDAQ. So with that, before we submit to NASDAQ, my sponsor from US, one day he called me and said, right after ChatGPT announced, they came into the market, they said, Neil, this is time we go. I said, why? Because ChatGPT is here. You have been advocating about AI, the book that I have authored, the AI is the sky limit, right? Back in 2019. Wonderful. And everybody say, wow, AI. But what is that? Yeah, I know it's a future tools, even more powerful than whatever, those days, the online and offline, O2O. But when you look at these Wall Street, all these funders that, when there is a wave of AI after ChatGPT, people easy to understand.
Mhm.
So with that, the AI start to put it in, then the capital market, even the banking saying, wow, you are sexy.
Mm.
Okay. Next, you're sexy.
They don't know exactly what the
Yeah,
AI is doing, but
yeah.
it sounds good.
Yeah, sound good. Because I mean, capital market, even we do business, is like just the .com time. You remember 2000, year 2000, the
Mhm.
millennium things. I have gone through that, but I'm not really got into it. But I gone through that era that everybody was start talking about their money flocking in, like in Hong Kong. Right, there was a Tom.com. I remember that everybody talking about it. Oh, these are now and future, now and future.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, of course, the bomb. Okay, but finally things still come back with the ICT and all this. Same thing. AI is very practical, but of course, until today, people still believe that AI is ChatGPT. ChatGPT is AI, but it's beyond that. Okay,
Yeah.
this is number one sexy.
But
Okay,
let me double click on that.
Mm.
What are the AI offerings in your industrial park
Okay.
that investors can actually enjoy?
I think the very easy or the always the fancy word low hanging fruit is AI facial recognition.
Okay.
In which that individually, I have a facial recognition company. I was a small holder. I was the kind of co-founder with the ideas that facial recognition. But now in which that company also bankable, that I brought in the capital ecosystem that gradually they have raised 10 million ringgit for such a startup, now worth about 60 million market valuation.
Right.
Okay, come back to about AI facial recognition. In our NCT Smart Industrial Park, number one, all the visitors or even the tenants you came in, you got to register yourself. Just like I come to the Met, to visit Tindaro, come to this podcast, I have to register myself.
Right.
With that, one time registration, you have a facial recognition.
And then you just
The next
pass
time you
through.
come in, pass through.
Mm-mm.
Next is the car plate recognition.
Mhm.
All the cars, trucks. The NCT Industrial Park at KIA that we are designing almost 1,000 acres land, about 900 plus.
Yeah.
So for my plan 4 years ago, I planned about 700 factories in which that we're going to create 50,000 new jobs, in which that you have 50,000 faces to be recognized. And the cars, lorries, and also visitors.
Yeah.
So in my theory, when I do this design, in the matured, say by 8 years, we're going to see 100,000 in and out of this little smart city, but in fact it's a smart industrial park.
Yeah.
So we have two things that we qualify ourselves. We say AI, facial recognition, AI, car plate numbers. Then of course we have a QR code that you can scan it and then you make a registration. That is the simplest one.
Yeah.
Okay. So of course we have more. Later, we can slowly go into the IOC, Integrated Operation Center, in which that we name it as a Smart Command Center.
Yeah.
That one we start to manage ESG.
Wonderful.
Mm.
Okay. You know why that is so exciting to me is because I was trying to put myself in the shoe of an investor. So I'm choosing Malaysia as a place to invest. What actually I'm looking for, aside of operational costs, obviously, I want to make sure that I can run my operations on a global standard according to whatever ESG policies I have as a company.
Right.
Especially if you're a multinational company, you have all kinds of policies you have to look after, right? And that's where I said, oh, maybe you really have an edge. If this is part of the package you offer,
Right.
that makes you, to use your word, very sexy.
Yeah.
And sets you apart from the other industries parks that you usually have. What made you pick as a sample the industry park here in Selangor and not going to, I don't know, Johor or
Yeah.
Sarawak or you name it?
Okay. Haven't that the NCT Alliance Berhad, is a Selangor company. The founder is a Selangor guy that back in 2017, 2018, he got a piece of land at KLIA. Quite far from the site, Not really many people know. Of course, in the Aeropolis of Kuala Lumpur International site, but it's basically all palm oil plantation.
I see.
Okay,
Yeah.
so there is a piece of land, and I became the advisor since 2018. Of course, COVID we rest for a while. Earlier on, we have other plans, all right? So, but today we concentrate about this. After that, I changed the plan from a kind of little city become industrial park, in which that this Selangor government invest Selangor, even the state exco that when we do the earlier plan, then we submit pre-council. We say industrial park is the trend. Malaysia, we are advancing our digital industrialization.
Right.
Semicon, like Siemens and all these have been here for so many years. You have really bring up the GDP of Malaysia, and we want more because of the tariff and also of the AI advancement, the ChatGPT and all these. Then it become Malaysia is one of the Silicon Valley, right? Silicon Valley, America. Penang has been named as the Silicon Valley of Asia since 1976. So we have the foundation. But come back to your question about Selangor. It has happened that the founder got a piece of land there, and Invest Selangor say that we want an industrial park. So therefore, we start from that. Then I talked to the founder, my old friend. We know each other well. Say, Neil, come in. Let us do something crazy, more advancing. I say, oh, you are young in heart, So he's 10 years older than me. So I say, yeah, okay, let us be crazy. I feel good that he's a very open-minded. I don't think everybody would, took all this crazy idea. Therefore, we are in Selangor.
And if I may share, you took quite some quality time to think that through. You wrote actually your doctorate on that topic, right?
Yes.
So in that journey of writing that paper and thinking all that concept through, what was the biggest challenging point that you foresee happening in trying to roll it out and materialize it?
Okay. I did my doctorate in business admin. I didn't expect that in my life. I say, that is it. But not going to soak myself into academic, right? Being the businessman, salesman for so many years. Worked for MNC. I was so fortunate that always I worked for export-oriented company, very much a global approach. And the principal of Harvard University, Dr. Paul, my old friend, and my advisor when I was in Prime Minister Department, taking care of all the SME of Malaysia. 4 years, national service. By the invitation of the ministers that, since you are the international entrepreneurs, international marketeers, that can you come in and help SME that break through something, right? So with that, 4 years enough. We have a MQA qualification by the Ministry of Higher Education that they come up with a kind of a senior businessman that you can go for DBA. Okay, based on experience, whatever you think they want to research. So this principal vice chancellor said that you are the expert in SME. Can you just do your research at SME? I said, yeah, it's easy, because I have all my material for 4 years. But I just want to challenge myself that smart industrial park. I've been while in design the service content. The building, I'm not qualified to design. I'm not an architect. I'm not from property development. But I just bring in other elements to a industrial, to the industry that become unique. So a little bit wild, I say, can I not to be so wild? What can I prove? Then I say, okay, let me do the research paper. Advancing digital industrialization of Malaysia with accredited managed smart eco-industrial park frameworks. Rather long, I've been thinking through. I get my advisor on this research. I say, yeah, it makes sense. A bit long, it's okay. Research is always long. So each of the words that it means a lot. Okay, I have studied 48 industrial park in 15 countries, including Germany, China, Singapore, America, Silicon Valley, Malaysia, even Thailand, Southeast Asia. So I found out that there is a framework called EIP, Eco Industrial Park Framework by UNIDO,
Right. Okay.
right? United Nations Industrial Development. So, but 30 years, but still good. Not many people implemented it. Okay, I add on the smart, I add on the manage, I
Yeah.
add on more specific ESG
Mm-hmm.
with the E, with the S, with the G, and accredited means somebody got to recognize us, like the Invest Selangor state government of Selangor saying that this is a good one. You give us accreditation. We have ESG. We got the green RE qualification.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we have like the one that I'm doing. I got the ASEAN records. Somebody give you recognition means that you are not self-selling. That become a marketing gimmick
Right. But
and also greenwashing.
yes, yes, that's where I would go with my next question. I mean, who is accrediting you? Because the body that is accrediting you must have some sort of framework
Yes.
against which they, match you and say, yeah, you fulfill or you don't, right?
Right.
So who is the body accrediting you, and how they reference your qualification?
Okay, come back to the accredited. Okay, that is your question. Who recognizes manage industrial park? Number one
Mm-hmm.
is by Plan Malaysia criterion, 69 criteria.
Right. Okay.
Okay, so we gained the first managed industrial park status in Malaysia.
Right.
This is the first accreditation. Number two,
So hang on. You're the first industrial park
Yes.
that has this accreditation.
yes, the first one.
So nobody matched up
No.
to now that.
So far, no.
Wow.
But many application is putting in.
I see.
Things is like, if you don't do that, nobody want to do that. You will start to do that. I can do that. I say, okay, fine. Where is the recognition?
Right.
It could be a marketing gimmick or people serious like us. Yes, there are a few good industrial parks start to coming up, start to apply to this recognition.
Right.
This is number one.
Yeah.
Number two, I think easy to let everybody know is about ESG.
Mm-hmm.
So accredited, managed, smart. Yes, we have the smart all this management, and come to eco industrial park. We got green IE, in which that they have all these ESG guideline and also audit. Then we are given the status of ESG compliance.
And that's mainly referring to the energy consumption you have there, that it's RE,
yes.
or is there anything else that is qualifying the ESG part?
Okay, first we have our the E. So I educate our team. Even in the public view is ESG. What is E? What is S? What is G? I said always one day I just inspired that let us be specific. You don't go and sing the song like everybody's singing. What is E? Environment. What do we have in our industrial park? We have this landscape. We have this water detention pond turned into canal, a beautiful canal.
Mm-hmm.
So my point is, when we do this canal, we serve the purpose of water detention purpose. At the same time, we save the land and we beautify the industrial park. So the architects start to draw the as good. That's the idea, right? So we are the first canal in the industrial park. We have many firsts inside, right? Until you feel a bit sick of it. I say too many firsts, right? Then we have like maybe control the pollution, air pollution. We have solar.
Yeah.
Each of the factory we have fixed solar up there. The moment you buy, there's already solar for you. At least can save you about 20-30% of your energy consumption. Come back to your question.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have like more other of the E. S, we have CLQ, Central Labor Quarters.
Mm-hmm.
I said we're going to create 50,000 new jobs. Theoretically, in my plan, we're going to create 30,000 beds for the workers, be it the white collars or the blue collars. Because in Malaysia, you have so many workers that just, stay around and make the environment is so messy, hygienic and all this. Remember during COVID, Singapore, with such a structured community, they also get fined for the workers that are just staying around and mess up a little bit of the environment. So with this CLQ is under social.
Right.
Social means you take care of even the foreign labor.
Mhm.
They have a good accommodation based on two regulation, right? RBA and the international one. So this is S. G is governance.
Mhm.
Okay, you are listed co, you comply to the governance. ESG, we comply to the governance. MIP, managed industrial park, we compare to the government. So it's become more specific
Yes.
that we get the recognition.
Right. Okay.
As easy as that. Yeah.
What about waste management? Is that
Oh yes, inside we are
Yep.
working with KDEB.
Mhm.
It's the state this appointed waste management company.
Yeah.
Even we will try to do more. Of course, you come in future to start collecting garbages and the waste, and maybe some of it they want to do extra business inside. It become our ROI.
Mhm.
Anything more than that, it could be our ROI become bankable and the line of bankable.
Right.
So that is interconnected.
Wonderful.
All right.
So who are the main companies that are actually interested at the moment to come into this park? Give me an idea of what kind of companies are actually knocking
All right.
your
At
door.
first, when we decide, there are 4 targets. Quite ambitious one. Semiconductor.
Semiconductor, yeah.
Yeah. These smart logistic or anything to do with industrial 4.0. So why we are so confident that after a while, we talked to a few big guys. Finally, we chose Telecom Malaysia, called TM1.
Yeah.
They are the telco company. They can lay 5G fibers. So with this, especially the 5G or 4G digital infrastructure, then we can call ourselves that this is a smart industrial park. That people want to do at least industry 3.0 automation and all this, and plus the fiber more for smart manufacturing.
Mhm.
That yes, you can tap on all this digital infrastructure.
Mhm.
Therefore, we aim for semicon, smart or anything industrial 4.0. But with the reality after 4 years, it's not like in China or in elsewhere. You know, the GDP or the capacity, the economic capacity is big enough that a particular industrial park can be one industry. No, Malaysia is relatively small. So we have quite a mix of the SME here to answer your questions. That
SMEs. Also.
yes, you have
Yeah.
food manufacturing, you have all kind of maybe logistic, you have other kind of manufacturing. Basically, they are manufacturing the company. So they have waste equipment,
Mhm.
you know, all kind of businesses. We have 250 on that.
Mhm.
So quite a mixed one. But now the big land that they are inquiring, we have about 10 big one, including data center,
Mm.
including a very big food manufacturing for export.
Mhm.
They may use industry 3.0 or 4.0 to make their production. So of course now it's under NDA
Yeah.
in the final duty.
And it's interesting that you mentioned data center, because data centers to me is an industry which is super cost sensitive,
All right.
right? So why they would choose an industry park that comes with all the jing and bells at an
Okay.
extra cost?
Yeah, at first when I planned, I didn't really put the concentration of data center because
Right.
data center to us, of course, they're not going to create many employment, right? But
Mhm.
Johor Bahru, Iskandar is the focus. But Johor government has stopped it. They say too many inquiries. They got enough. They have to deal with the electricity supply, water supply.
Yeah.
Then the inquiries start to come to Selangor, come to Penang, all over in Malaysia.
Yeah.
And of course, our sales and marketing department, they are putting up a very hard work, try to convince everybody to come here, especially we are a new industrial park. But with the smart things, with the eco thing, they say, okay, something unique, right? You are not selling land only. But the best unique selling proposition now, what I can see beside all this smart thing, is we got the pylon, TMB pylon, the electricity big cable just right at even within our land area.
Ah.
Then you can
Okay.
just pull whatever the source there. Then
Yes,
people start to look back to us. They say, "Wow, after going to so many sites, that you are the most practical as far as data center is concerned.
I see.
Even the big factory also, number one, do you have enough electricity?
Yeah.
Do you have a water?" So yeah, we are there. That's why we have so many inquiries of data center. But of course, finally after the due deal, first come first serve. So yeah, we will deal with whatever capacity we have.
Right. So how many additional industry parks you are having the pipeline you're looking at the moment to develop in that sort of context?
You mean data center?
No, in industry parks. Industry
Oh,
parks.
okay. Industrial park. We have 3 phases within this particular land in KLIA, or
Yeah.
called Kuala Langat. Is about 12 kilometers drive from Kuala Lumpur International Airport, but point to point 5 kilometers.
5 kilometers.
Right. Okay. We have another one in Bukit Jalil Hintam
Mm-hmm.
to work JV with the Ministry of Finance.
Mm-hmm.
Very quickly, when we launched our groundbreaking back in 23 years ago, then Ministry of Finance, we come to talk about it. They said, why not we JV? We have a land in Bukit Kayu Hitam, just at the border of Kedah and Thailand.
Mm-hmm.
Big piece.
Yeah.
So we are given, more than 1,000 over acres that, at your wish. But of course, we take it a small one to try to develop and replicate our smart industrial park model there. I said the smart, eco, and all this. So when people see that we are really managed, people easy to jump to you that let us JV, because you can, just like hotel management, you can replicate whatever site, whichever premises that, then you put up your brand, you start to run the business.
Right. So Selangor is now your starting point. What is the next state that you would focus?
That depends. Honestly, for industrial park, we rather that we are looking for JV,
Mm-hmm.
joint venture.
Yep.
Just to share with you that our founders was in China, right? I'm not going to mention which province. Happened the last year, this leader of China, or the province that I have facilitated and brought them in to have a delegation to visit. And then we look at all our things that is fantastic. Something is very new.
Mm-hmm.
And at the same time, NCT Alliance was famous as a white knight of the Abundant Project, residential. NCT has rescued 1,000 households that who have lost hopes on the Abundant Project, that I already paid some deposit, I paid some installment, but finally I'm not going to get my house in my lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
But they are so skillful to took over the Abundant Project and revive it.
Mm-hmm.
Then they got their house.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, of course, we have Sabah development. It's not industrial park yet, but it's very much on that residential and all these.
Yeah.
Okay, so come back to industrial park. We have another one from Shenzhen. No, from Taiwan, Taoyuan. Taoyuan is a Silicon Valley of Taiwan.
Yeah.
They were here about 3 weeks ago. It's from the local council, the land council, and the economic development council. The two heads were here. Then they said, well, in Taoyuan, they have the TSMC there. You have all the big guy there. Just like Silicon Valley in US. You have a big guy there, but you do not have a management model.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have the managed industrial model. So on the spot, they say, we invite you, can you come and have a talk in Taoyuan, see what you can JV together. That's why in long term, to answer your question, Tindaro, that rather than we go on the management asset rather than on the land asset, people can come up with the land. We will come up with like in asset in the management philosophy,
Mm-hmm.
the smart managed industrial park system to cater. So now we have physical to manage. Then we have another our very ambitious big apps called NCTG.
Mm-hmm.
G means grid. Grid can be many things. AI grid, the electricity grid. So this is a digital infrastructure for digital industrialization. So we have the e-management. We have the physical management. Just like the hotel management, that either you go on the E I induce the customers to you, or together I can manage your hotel management.
Mm-hmm.
It's quite a same philosophy, right?
What just crossed my mind is perhaps also Sarawak would be an interesting place for you to look at because
Oh,
they're very big
yes.
on sustainability in
Yes.
their policies.
Yes.
So they might be very interested in looking into industry parks that are
Yeah. Why not?
accredited. Yeah.
If there is opportunities to look into it, why not?
Yeah.
Mm.
Great. So if you now look forward the next 10 years, what is your vision on how to make that a scalable business for you?
Regionally, we would like to craft it as a smart industrial park management group, in which that this year, NCT group that they have a succession generation.
Yeah.
Okay, the young 40 plus young generation. Even 4-5 years ago, I say that I wish being an advisor. Okay, being an advisor as a good friend to the family, I say I would like to look that this group to transform into industrial park management group,
Mm-hmm.
rather than you are just a property development group. Property development that you see by yourself, you have good experience in Malaysia that everybody make a high rise building. Okay, it's difficult work, but it's become a very a generic development. So if you use the management group as a USP, you have a lot of imagination. Even you can go to Southeast Asia to help to JV for industrial park.
Mm-hmm.
Even like Taiwan has been inviting us, China. So why not? We can just export this management model. Okay, for information, I was so encouraged and have the courage to do that. I did talk to the MITI Deputy Minister,
Yeah.
Datuk Lim Ban Hong.
Mm-hmm.
4 years ago, we bring up this idea to ministers. Not only him, we other ministers that to get their support. This Datuk Lim said that, well, this is a good model. I hope that you can do something for the country. First, we have export our petroleum. This management group, Petronas, has been exporting this model to the world.
Mm-hmm.
And lately, when he was just telling us, just at that time, I remember about 4-5 years ago, he say, we just recently export our airport management to the world. We manage other countries' airport.
Mm-hmm.
I hope to see your industrial park is another export management model. I say, wow,
Why not? Yeah.
why not,
Why
right?
not?
So they said, come back to my doctorate in business admin. I was so serious that let me do some study. It's not the wild thought. It got to be structure, you can academia that you can answers to any query about your crazy ideas. They said I talked to the founder, Dato Sri Yap, very wide open leader. Say Dato Sri, anybody challenge you, I can come forward and to answer wisely, professionally, that why we have such a model.
But wouldn't be MIDA be the natural agency to link up with? I mean,
Oh,
MIDA,
exactly. Since day one being the advisors, the first agency that I brought the NCT group to is MIDA,
Yeah.
National MIDA.
Yeah.
Because my experience 4 years with the Prime Minister Department helping SME, I've been mingle around, even I learn myself what are all these agencies that function.
Yeah.
So MIDA has come up with a very systematic to gauge about the industrial park on Malaysia.
Yeah.
So 600 over industrial park in Malaysia, we are the first 5-star industrial park at the top of their website for the industrial park.
Again, number one, first
Yeah,
one.
too many. Yeah. Well, we got the humble. And always I like to joke, right? But it's not number one, the first one, but a lot of jobs to do.
Yeah.
Okay, so MIDA give us a full support. MIDA Selangor also give us a full support. Invest Selangor, even the state exco Menteri Besar, the chief minister. Thank you very much. They have been in our side a few times, right? So so you become one of the state reference.
Great.
To this industrial park.
Dr. Fu, thank you very much. I think that we could dive in even more. I see so many potential touch points for us professionally on making this really a success. I really appreciate your entrepreneurship and your get-go spirit there. So looking forward for more. For now, I want to thank everybody who dialed in. I'm sure you liked it. Leave a like and subscribe to our channel if you want to listen to more. And for now, all the best and stay safe.